everybody, my name is Jordan Davis and I'm a new author. I'm the author of the book called Sentinel Knights Dawn. It is a science fiction, military based action adventure filled with hopefully a lot of things that you haven't seen in science fiction films or books. This video is about my inspirations for writing this book and what you can do to come up with inspirations for writing, whenever you're feeling down or you just don't feel like you have an idea. My inspiration for this book came from Star Wars, Robotech, Gundam Wing, Battlestar Galactica, and basically any other sci-fi movie, show, and anime out there. I'm a very big fan of all those, and those definitely contributed into my thoughts for what I wanted this book to be about, which is humans piloting massive robots caught in a situation where we're entered into the galaxy and we find out that there's loads of aliens out there that we meet, we go to war with, and explore with. But the main thing I want to touch on is a lot of us writers, we don't know the ideas to come up with. We don't feel like writing sometimes, or just kind of in a slump. And my biggest thing to do for that is, you'll see a lot of this online or in videos, is to read. Reading, definitely, I definitely take a lot of inspiration from reading. There's this fantasy book called Orcs by Stan Nichols. Awesome book. It has a definitely way different twist on orcs than you've ever seen before, and you'll probably actually end up loving orcs if you didn't love them before in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Also, when it comes to writing, you really just want to be able to flow well. Like, you want to be able to take ideas from shows and TV and everything, and not just books. Of course, I love Star Wars books, and that's a big thing. But a lot of people say that watching movies and watching shows won't do anything for you as a writer, but I find that false. Of course, in books, you find out how people write, what certain things they use in sentences. You're reading, what you could possibly incorporate into your writing or make you a better writing. But shows and movies help also with ideas, just like books. You're visually seeing things. You're seeing things that people have drawn, and it comes up with new ideas. You're not gonna just steal their ideas, but you're gonna take a little bit off of them, or maybe it gives you an inspiration. And that's a big inspiration for me, is like just watching movies and shows, and all the time, I'm outside and I'll be looking at the stars and I'm thinking about these shows, like, man, how can I make this better, or how can I change up science fiction? And to me, that's one of the things that I do. But another thing is looking in nature. You're surrounded by nature all the time. You're surrounded by the world and just urban life all the time, unless you're kind of more rural. But you're surrounded by all these things all the time outside that you can take inspiration from. And again, just like movies and shows or books, you don't want to just completely rip off. Of course, there's definitely going to be elements, if you're writing about Earth or just our normal day situation every day, then there's definitely going to be stuff from that. But when you're trying to come up with something new, something fresh, I just like to look at nature and basically see how I can twist it. Just see how you can twist nature, put a little I guess put a little edginess on it, add something of your own, and then it will become, the more you write, the more ideas you'll get, and it'll just become something that you'll end up loving. Just try to think every single day. Every day you have some time, or even during work, sometimes, you just get a thought, or you just put yourself into your book and you're like, oh man, what could be cool? How can I add this? And it really comes down to just like, how would this be if I put this in the book? What would that look like? What would it sound like? How would it make readers feel? And you just add little by little to your book, and it becomes something that hopefully everybody else will love just like you. But this is Jordan Davis. This is my first video on, being an author and writing, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.